Welcome to my channel, guys. Today's project is very simple enough. It's all about this loading, how we're going to make this do exactly like this. So stay tuned and I hope you are ready. So we're going to create simple loading video. To do that, let's just get into it. Just close this. First thing first, we're always going to create a folder, and we're gonna name our folder what we're gonna, let us call it a bar loader, because okay, why I say order, oh, it's a loader. Okay, I almost saved this. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, let us go to Visual Studio, our Visual Studio code, or go to wherever you used to code, but I prefer Visual Studio. Let us open the folder. Let us look for the folder we just created on our desktop. I call it a bar loader. Select that one. Now it is here. Let us first create a file with a name index dot hypertext markup mm. Okay, sorry about that. Let me rename it because I forgot to put, I don't know what happened, HTML. Okay, and then let us add another one. Let us call this a style, because this is where we're gonna style our project. And then let us create another one and call it what you're gonna call this, and call it a home. My mind is somewhere else. Actually, I wanna finish this project. Okay, since we are here, we select index first. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Let us close all of this. Select index. Let's close this bar. I don't even know why did I open. Let us close it here. Okay, we have selected index. Let us say shift, enter, and let us rename our project and say bar loader. This is unnecessary, but we have to Ctrl S, and then let us view our project so we can see what we are working on. I'm opening it with a lifesaver. If you don't have, look at my previous videos. You'll see how we load, how we open videos, how we open our files. Okay, so let us first link our style here, because we have already created it. So to link that, you say link and then CSS, Ctrl S. Let us also link our JS. To do that, say script and then select the second one and then type in home, which is the name, and then there will be an auto. Okay, just finish it. Okay, now we're gonna need to create a div of a container, and let us say container so it can hold. In this div we're gonna need an h1, a heading of loading, call it loading, Ctrl S. Let me see if it's okay, it's working. I don't know why I'm having this. Oh yeah, we're gonna need a loading. We're gonna also need a div of counter, which will be counting for us if it's 0% or if it's 10%. Then we're gonna need some HRs, and then we're gonna need to specify the classes for each. This one would be for our back loading. It's for our back loading. Let us copy the same one and then say it's for our front loading. You'll see, and let us say this is for our front loading. Let us save it and see. Okay, as you can see here, that's it for that's it for our HTML. We are now moving on to our styling. Go to style. We have already linked it, so we don't have to waste our time linking. Go to our styling. Let us first target the body. And then the margin. Our margin should be 0, padding to be 0, and then what else? Let us make the background color to be black, because, and then, but let us make the color to be white so we can see what we are doing. Control S. Let me see if, okay, it's working. Now let us move our this to the center. So let us have a height of 100, viewed height, so we can be able to see it. And let us display flex. Flex, there you go. And then let us justify the content. We want everything to be in center. Let us align our item center, and I think we can allow our text to, let us text align our to center also. There you go. I think we're gonna need this. And then let us give it a font family of cursive. This is just my choice. You can always make it your choice. So I think it's looking proper now. Let us now target our container. If you can go back, you'll see we named our container a container. It's a class. This is why we're using a period or a dot. Let us give this container a font size. Let us give this let us give it a width actually, so it can be together. A width of 300 pixel. There you go. You can now see. And then we're gonna I think this is too short. Let us make it 400 maybe. Let me see. Yeah, I think this is preferable on me, I guess. Okay, we are done with our container. We are now going to target our counter, which is this. So we can say counter. Let me double check if we did name it counter, and indeed it is counter. So gonna target our counter, and then let us just give it a font size of 20 pixel and see how it looks. I think 20 pixel is still small. Let us make it 50 and see. Okay, I think 50 is fair enough. Yeah, 50 it can do. And remember, these are our HR, the one at the front and the one at the back, so we have to make them to be aligned together. So to do that, let us just target our, okay, we have the one says a back loading. Let us first target that one. It is called back loading, right? Paste it, and it's a class. Okay, the back loading, we need to position it in absolute, so they can be all in the same, align in the same. Okay, let me close this. Oh, okay, positioning absolutely. Now I'm positioning absolutely within our body. Let me position this so it can be relative to the container. So let us say position relative with the container, so it can be amongst everything. Okay, now let us give it a height let us give it a little bit of height, maybe move it to be here. Let us say it's 8 pixel. I'm just guessing around, guys. I think X pixels can be okay. Let us give it a background. You'll see a background color of, this is a back, so let us say it's a gray, so it can still look, yeah, let us choose a gray. Let us give it a width. Okay, let us give it a width of 100% because this is our back. Control S, see now. But let us shape these sides to be let us make it a border radius of let us give it a 6 pixel just to see how it looks like. Okay, good. We can see there's still the visibility of another loading, but we'll get to fix it so it can all look the same. And then let us remove the border. I think we should remove the border to be none. Okay, the border is now perfect. Now let us target our front loading. Let us copy this and then go back to our styling. Let me scroll a bit so we can be able to view. Okay, we are now targeting our front. Let us paste it here. Okay, actually the front will be the same because we want them to align together and be able to control them. Let us just copy this and paste it here. Let us control save it. Yeah, now you can visibly see that it is aligned together, but we want to change the color so it can be visible. Let us say red. Say now problem is it is 100% width. I wanna show you both of them. Let us give this a 50% so you can see that we have both the front and, you see, if it's here it is 50%, so which means we're going to control the loading of this percentage by our front loading. So in order to do that, let us just give it a 0% for now. So we're controlling using our width. Let us go to our our JS to do that. Now let us go to our JS. At the JS, remember we did link our JS with our HTML, so it is here. Let us go to our JS. Now we're at home. So what we're going to do, we just need these two, our percentage and our front loading. Okay, our percentage, it have a class called counter. So let us go and target, we say const counter element will be document dot query selector. It's a class, so we're gonna say counter, and then let us target our our front loader, because I said oh my gosh, why am I moving it? Sorry about that. Cut and paste it back. Okay, we have targeted, let us say const we're going to update it with this. Okay, let me just say front what the name again, it is front loading. Let us say front loading element, so this can be clear to everyone. Document dot query query selector, and then it's a class, that's why we're using a period or a dot. So if you're South African, it is a dot. If you're from other countries, I don't know if they use a dot or full stop or period, but in South Africa we say dot or full stop. Okay, we are done with that. Now we want to load it. Okay, to do that, let us create something, a number that will allow us, that we will keep on increasing for it to load. Let us say number increaser, or let us say our increaser. Let us say our increaser. Let us, because it will start at 0, let us say 0. Now let us create a function that will perform all of that. Let us say the function that will update our status. Update status. So let us say status updates. Update status. Status, which status? This one, if it's 100 or what. Okay, to do that, we first gonna need to target our counter. Our counter is going to depend on the increaser. So to do that, we say our counter element dot inner text should be equals to the increaser, which is the one, plus we still need this percentage, right? So we're gonna say give it a percentage. Let me prove this to you. If I change it to 10, okay, let me, okay, my increaser, let increaser be equal to 10. The counter element, okay, let me check if I did copy correctly let me just copy correcting my counter so it can work. Paste, okay, Ctrl S. A counter element taken into select. I think it's working now. It should be working. Don't know why it's not working. Oh, okay, sorry guys, I forgot to go. I usually before I even create a function, call it first. So let me copy this and call it here. I'm sorry about that. Ctrl S. So now it's working, guys. Don't make mistake like me, guys. Always call your function. So I always call it first before I even create it, so I won't forget. Today I decided to just create one. So okay, it's working fine. So you can see if I put 10 here on my increaser, it's also upgraded to 10. Also, we want to say if you can go back, you remember we are going to increase our percentage, our front loading using our width. So to do that, we want to call it here and say front loader, and say front loading element dot style, because it is okay. Now this is auto typing for me. Okay, I'm gonna say style dot width to be our width, to be our increaser also. So increaser plus let us give it a percentage. Okay, also is it a, yes, it is a percentage. Control S. So let us, you see now, because I gave it 10%, it says 10% and it's working. Let me give it 90. Control S. See, everything move according to what I say. Let us keep it on 0. It should, okay, it's on 0 now. This should this function should do that and keep on increasing our increaser by 1 every time. So how it's going to do that, we need to give it an if statement, use an if statement and say if our increaser is less than until our increaser is less than 101. The reason I'm writing 101 is because it would give me 99 if I say 100, unless if I call back my function at the end, then it will work. And let us give it a time. If our function increases up to 110, let us set a time out and then call this update status in, for now let us use 20 and see if it's going to work. Ctrl S, there you go. It is working. So this is where you're gonna play it. If you want to increase it by to be slow and maybe count in 50, gonna say, and you see it's loading slowly. And then if you want it to be fast, see, you just play around it here. So I prefer mine to be at least 70. So it's working, guys. As you can see, it is working. And thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. That will give me like an oomph to keep on sending this one. Bye.